What's up, everybody? Hi, hello, I'm Dovei. Welcome back to Link's Awakening DX. This time, without the bait and switch, into another version of the game. Level 1, Tail Cave. Oh, okay. Let me just click on this thing. Before, OBS ruins everything. So yeah, we get a key! First thing we do is go there, get a key. Next, we get shot at by wall decor. By that I mean those things. And next up, we've got the compass. Now you can see where the chest and nightmare are hidden. This compass has a new feature. A tone will tell you if a key is hidden in a room when you enter the room for the first time, and any subsequent time until you have acquired any and all keys in that room. Text doesn't seem that bad. I'm sure that it's only for the first dungeon that they're gonna tell us that the compass has a new feature. I mean, you know, I don't see that being a regular thing. Anyway, we've got another key. We have another small key, and we can now open another locked door. And these are jumping Stalfos guys. Those were keys that I just killed. That is a jumping Stalfos guy. I don't think there's a box. Oh, no, there is a box. Okay, cool. We got... At last, you got a map. At last. We've been so blind without it. Thank goodness for this map. At long last, after 3,000 years. We got the map. That's a Guardian Acorn I'm gonna pass up because the music literally does not wear off until, until you actually, get hit 3 times or leave the dungeon. Anyway, we got 20 rupees. Joy! That's the tone it plays. That the compass lets that tone play is not the problem with the compass, for the record. I just want to make that very clear right now. That is fine. That tone, perfectly welcome. I'm okay with that tone. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't go in there yet. Okay, I should get the thing first. So, I just played the Switch version of the game not that long ago. I vaguely remember all the dungeon layouts. I'm pretty well versed overall. Just show you that real quick. Yeah, nerd. I'm pretty well versed in the dungeons overall. The Switch version didn't change that much in terms of dungeon layout and stuff. It's a rather faithful remake. I'm pretty happy with it. That said, I have the memory of a tuna fish. Okay. So these enemies, yeah, you gotta bop them with your shield, which doesn't seem that bad, except for this game's main flaw. God, more airplane noise. You know, I don't care. So we get our first side-scrolling area that I have botched entirely. So yeah. How am I going that far ahead? No, this is personal now. I can easily wait till I get the toy. There we go. So those are Goombas. When you jump on them, they always drop a heart. Otherwise, they think they just have normal drops or something like money and stuff. But if you jump on them, they always drop a heart, which is really cool. Too bad we can't jump normally. That room would have been so much easier if I could jump normally. Like I could probably grab that heart. I don't know. They put it there for ROM hack because they were very progressive back then. Anyway, this is Rock's Feather. It feels like your body is a lot lighter. This is a jump button. And this is kind of why this game kind of holds a special place in my heart. And Oracle, both of them took this Rock's Feather idea later on. But the reason I enjoy this game so much, it's so memorable to me, is that it's to my knowledge, this and Oracle are the only Zelda games that had a straight jump button until Breath of the Wilds, way later on. If you want to see me play Breath of the Wilds, ask me for a link to the stream archive. I played it a while ago, and I love the hell out of that game. Do not get me wrong. Do not misunderstand. But, okay, so I have 2 keys. You know what? I would like that, but meh. That is a piece of power, by the way. Not only does it increase the damage you deal, it sends things flying, like a million miles away. And it's really, really handy, especially in a dungeon. You get this in a dungeon, you're pretty set. It's worth the annoying music. It plays the same unending 3-note cacophony of Game Boy bliss as the Guardian Acorn. However, you actually hit things pretty hard and send them flying into space. So, it's actually worth it. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna full clear every dungeon, but you know what? I will show this off. These enemies... 2, 3... There we go. They have to all match the same symbol, and when you hit them, they turn into a thing. This is a stone beak. So in the original pre-DX version, it's just a stone slab that fits into a stone thing here. They changed it to an owl beak for this version. I'm not entirely sure why. Turn inside the spined ones with a shield. Well, I already told you that. So yeah, those owl statues are a hint, but you need the stone beak in order to read them. So they're usually not worth it, unless you're like really, really stuck. They would be very useful in a ROM hack situation. Okay, so then, yeah, a piece of power would be really handy here. But yeah, you just jump over this thing. There we go. Pretty simple mini-boss. You just jump over stuff, hit it pretty hard. Pretty simple. We're already at the boss. This is Moldorm. Buzz, buzz, outsider. Ah, dang. Just like in Link to the Past, it's either first try or 7th. There is no in between. So, and his health resets just like in the SNES version. Outsider. Damn it. Well, at least I didn't get hurt that time. That didn't last long. That didn't last long at all. Come on, I would like to leave this. I've never done this bad on the Game Boy Moldorm fight. Like, this is something. Like, I have a jump button and everything. Okay, round like 8 million. Just do me a favor. Never ask how long this took, like, for real. There! See, like, this is an easy fight. I don't know why this took me so many attempts. Okay, so we win. We get a heart container. And we get the Full Moon Cello, one of the first of the 8 instruments. There are several more first of 8 instruments later. But we'll get to that later. Swamp, a path opens in the blooms. Cool, so we did that. And now Owl is already waiting for us. It's an instrument of the sirens. First, I didn't believe you were real. Wow, that's kind of poignant. Anyway. So yeah, once you get all 8, you can wake the windfish. You gotta collect them all. There's 151 in this version. Actually, no, this is the Game Boy Color. There are 251 There are 251 instruments. Some of them you gotta get by trading. Between the Oracle games, it's kind of a thing. Anyway, goodbye to you. We're coming up on one of my first points of contentions with this version of the game specifically. Now remember, I've said in the OG, just non-color version, that you could just skip text by pressing B and it closes the box. Keep that in mind. Oh my god, buddy, it's serious. Yeah, it's really serious. Yeah, it is. And then the moblins came to the village. Yeah, it was a bunch of moblins and stuff. And then, yeah, it's for real. We're not getting to the freaking point. And then they went something to the house, and then they did something to Bow Wow's house, and we're like 5, so this makes sense. But anyway, yeah, it's moblins. Anyway, yeah, we gotta go. Okay, bye. Might be faster to find out for yourself instead of, like, actually... Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go. I'm done being in town. I am, like, absolutely not going anywhere in town. Because that text box plays every time you go onto that screen. And then there's, like, another one at Bow Wow's house, and, like, all the kids do that to you in town. Until you, like, actually go through here. But in this version of the game, you can't skip that text box, and you saw how long it took. That was with me mashing like crazy. And just, like, talking over it. It's one thing I like about the original over the DX version. Is that a lot of the text boxes just, like, don't matter. You can just skip them and move on with your life. I understand why they did that, because it also works for yes-no prompts and defaults to a no. And I guess that might have been a bug or something? Oh wait, no, I can't go through here. Right, okay. It isn't through here, it's through the other way. The way I have not technically gone yet, but was supposed to have gone. So, like, yeah, normally you would come here for the mushroom and getting the magic powder in the first... Dang it. the side effect of them quote-unquote fixing the yes-no thing is that the prompt for Guardian Acorn happens every time, and they have to explain what it does every time, because it's not like they can just make a second text box, or, like, have some NPC tell you what they do. Anyway, we get another piece of heart. Down south of here is where the witch's hut is, and I may as well show it off, because, like, you know, I didn't go this way the first time, I feel bad. You bring a mushroom here, and you get magic powder that way, and that's how you get out of the Lost Woods and into the first dungeon. Over here is a very fun place I'll be going to midway through the second dungeon. Because if I struggled on the first boss, then I can only imagine how this is gonna go, so. Who's this suspicious looking runt? Okay, boys, let's get rid of him. So we get moblins, we get a whole gaggle gang of moblins. We're just gonna beat them all up. An assassin sent by Madame Meow Meow to rescue the mutt. Why did you take the mutt? Like, what do you get out of this? It's not a ransom, is it? Oh, cool, I got 3 hits. I think the feather might be faster, actually. I don't know. Wow, I got him 2 spin attacks and 1 spin attack. That was cool. Right, okay, cool. And we got about, what a fearsome beast. So, like, realistically, there's not a lot of downtime between Dungeons 1 and 2. So this episode might be shorter because I don't want to do 2 dungeons in one thing. Not with the luck I'm having today. So, here's what Bow Wow can do. He's like a permanent, well, not permanent, but he's like a follower kind of thing. And, this enemy here I'm not going to show, but, like, if you played A Link to the Past, you know, you attack this thing with your sword and you get electrically shocked, and the thing lives. Bow Wow can just eat it. Bow Wow just randomly lunges for enemies, and in the Switch version, does so a lot more frequently. Like, Bow Wow just kind of goes for them here, and anything Bow Wow gets just dies in 1 hit. So, like, I swing my sword at that thing, and it splits. Bow Wow, do me solid, thank you. I want to pick up the Guardian Acorn. So we're gonna go up to the second dungeon, but I'm not gonna... Well, I'm gonna go in, but, like... No, maybe I won't. I don't know. Indecisiveness. I'm gonna show off these screens, because I don't think I ever, like, casually go up. I think there's, like, a heart piece or something up here. I can get this box for money. 20 bucks. What's in this cave? Oh, okay, I would need the lifty thing. Okay, no worries. Hey, Bow Wow. Bow Wow, you hungry? Bow Wow. Bow Wow, you hungry? Should have eaten that leg. Got to him first. Okay, so now we're in the swamp, whose name I forget. So these things shoot every now and then, I think. Or maybe it's only the big ones. So yeah. You cannot do anything to these flowers. Or at least not for an extremely long time. Bow Wow eats them. So I guess they're technically just this invincible enemy that Bow Wow can just kind of, like, consume. Thank you, Bow Wow. Now get this one. This one, Bow Wow. Bow Wow. Bow Wow. Thank you. So that leads us... Okay, not exactly where I wanted to go, but fine. This is the dungeon. One thing before I end off is I would like to get this box. 50 bucks! Very nice. Were there any other boxes in the swamp, actually? I can't quite remember. I think stuff is about to respawn anyway. Okay, no, so there was no other box. Okay. So yeah, in order to get into Dungeon 2, you need to bring Bow Wow. And I told you before, Bow Wow's not permanent. If you play this game, you pretty much lose him, like, right after the dungeon or whatever. So why then... You know, what happens if you forget all this stuff? I don't know. We'll find out eventually. Not next time, but eventually. Take care.